Hello.
Hello, cool guys. How you guys doing?
I've been doing all right. How have you been doing?
Okay-ish. Okay-ish.
We already have the GHB's art, kind of.
Kind of. Which one?
Like we have the neutral and damaged art.
Okay, sorry.
Thank
Who is it?
you, what?
People told me to check it out in the notification board, but I didn't
Do you want to just see the art?
Sure, just show me the art then.
Post it. You should know.
Oh my god! What? What?
You sound excited.
I am excited.
I'm excited. Jinx.
I have a. I'm always like super excited about green hair villains, female villains. There's one in Gundam as well that I really like from Gundam. God, which one? But you guys, anyone who's a big Gundam fan, old school Gundam fan, knows who she is. Of course, in Fire Emblem, I'm not a fan. I just, holy crap, she's gonna be a Lancer.
You can see what she's wielding in her damaged art.
She's gonna have a perf. What is that again?
That would be the flame spear or flame lance.
All right.
So yeah, she's a perf wielding lance cavalier.
Yes. There's a lot to be
Cavalier.
excited about. This is probably gonna be our best like premier lance cav for a while. Then she's
Probably.
Actually,
I
we
don't know anything about Petrine.
we don't have anything like we don't really have really
A
comparables.
lot of
Are we going to like New Year Leviatane or something? I'm sorry for the people who finished New
leg
Year.
yarn.
Oh, leg yarn. Sorry,
Big yarn.
New Year leg yarn.
Yeah, New Year leg yarn is a very
Death Knight.
popular arena unit. Death Knight, I guess, is a very fun niche pick.
Yep. This is probably gonna be the actual pick for most people.
I mean, she's gonna have BST up the wazoo for Cavaliers because she's the first Cavalier since the BST bump.
Yep. Let's see.
That should put her
I
up
think
to what,
she's-
166 roughly? Am I correct?
If that bump is actually there, yeah.
Do you remember, Legion? In the first year of the game, we were like, "There's gonna be heavy armored calves one day." Heavy armor. They're gonna be like 170 VST. They're gonna be like armor, because that's a thing in the Fire Emblem games, like essentially armored cavalry. She's going to be
Yeah,
the closest
Great
thing.
Knights.
Huh?
Yeah, the Great Knights you're talking about.
Yeah. This is the closest thing. It took years and years, but if she hits 166 with a merge, she's likely to hit around 170.
Especially with the stupid boon, which if she has 166, she will have a couple of them.
Yep. So our first armored cav, and she's hot.
Yeah. I think our best options otherwise are right now Roderick because of his fire sweep, or Barkut because he got his Dark Royal Speaker recently.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I don't know
Death Knight
anything
is
about
definitely more of a counter pick sort of option, but he does punish trying to
Dang
use
it,
buffs at
ISC
all
conveyed
anyway.
me with all your lolies, cuties, and milk trucks all you want. But you
Yep.
broke me with the baddie MILF. You win, take my credit card.
There's something about like older women villains
If she gets her
Green
flame
hair.
lance, then she will be either like hell or an ant.
and badass. There's something about them. You know what? Later I'm gonna search up the Gundam one and show you guys. But yeah, this is our new GHB hero.
correct.
And remember,
I'm impressed.
yeah, I'm impressed too. But remember, you can
all
use
I know
mangles
is
now.
Yeah, so I don't know what Petrine's like. The Flame Lance, for those who forget, it's like a B rank lance. Inflicts fire-based damage, effective against Lagoos. So if this is a beast
Will
effective
her flame
weapon, I
lance do
wouldn't be
magic
surprised.
damage or adaptive damage?
Interesting.
I think
Could
they're
also
gonna
do
make it
that.
really interesting because just effective against beasts nowadays is not enough. But I would
No,
bet
I mean,
it would
not
be
even
interesting.
There's literally, obviously it's going to be more than effective against beasts. But it's going to be perf more than likely. Or if not, it's going to be a Flame Lance plus, and it's going to be still stupid.
Yeah.
But it's going to probably be effective against beasts. I wouldn't be surprised if it does something to emulate the fire damage, but given how Venom Edge was supposed to be the poison sword, and it ended up being like Poison Strike, Savage Blow, I wouldn't be surprised if the Flame Lance tries to emulate that in some degree.
Yeah, people are already saying that they're expecting her to be like a Nets weapon, which is variable damage, targeting lower defense or res.
Let's not get too risky here.
Yeah, I mean that is a really impressive thing, and I don't really.
Yeah, curb the enthusiasm. It's a free-to-play unit. Let's not
Well, here's the thing. I've been really impressed with the free-to-play units lately.
Oh yeah, same here.
Young Minerva it still stands out so much to me, and Gangrel still stands out so much to me.
Oh yeah, we're getting to the point where the perks are getting pretty serious for free-to-plays, but if we got straight adaptive damage on the Lance with Beast effective, that'd be not the most broken thing, but it'd still be insane. Like, I would instantly suggest building Petrine.
Okay, let me just give people a quick refresher of our past 10 Grail heroes that have, that are now
and
in
the Grail pool.
in the Grail pool, right? The notable heroes from the past 10. This is why I'm willing to bet this is gonna be a really good hero. Flame Emperor, Iago, Minerva, Ashnard, Gangrel. Yeah. So that's 5 out of 10
Aramia?
that I think are really impressive that you can make play. Well, Aramia is cool and all, especially with the fruits and whatnot. But I'm thinking like these are like absolute recommendations for me.
Oh yeah, and 4 of them have perfs. The Flame Emperor more or less just a stat stick, but the other four have really solid perfs at the very least. Ashnard being basically it gets rid of his flying effectiveness, attack defense penalty passive. Iago is a Yu-Gi-Oh card full of text.
Yep.
Gangrel with that sweet, very easy to activate true damage. I've been loving using Gangrel recently. And Minerva having Percival's Prize Lance as a free-to-play unit.
And then there are 2 more that are not yet in the Grail pool, but most likely will be with the next version update, being Eldigan and George.
Oh yeah, let's not forget them. George Daniel made bow is a really solid support weapon, really solid weapon.
No, wait, no. Daros is going to be in the next version update, not Eldigan.
Oh, rip Eldigan.
All right,
yeah,
but
so it'll be Eldigan and Petrine. But,
right. What I'm saying right now is like it's practically a coin flip and getting a really good free
If
hero.
they have perks, they've been pretty noteworthy recently. That's the main thing I've been seeing. So I have high hopes. I don't know what to say yet. I don't know what Petrine is like as a unit. Does anybody remember what Petrine is like? Like, is she fast, tanky? I don't remember.
I'll be honest, when I played Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, I was still really casual about the game. I played on a hard difficulty, but even then, I hardly remember stats. Unless they were super notable to me, like Ilyana, for example. But I don't remember her stats.
Which Ilyana, by the way, has like 40, 41 res.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting. Just like her Halloween version.
Yeah, so that's gonna be insane. Yeah, if anybody remembers Petrine's stats, because I'm looking at Awakening right now, because I have no Awakening stats better. Like, she's pretty fast. Definitely more defense than res.
Also, with Ilyana coming in, just kind of a small tangent, I think La Rochelle got a new best tome until she gets a refine.
All blue mages that don't have a perf are gonna love Fox Tome.
I think it was between Summer Loot's Tome, whatever that was called, and Lar Fox. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's between those two.
Fox,
Yeah.
4 red tomes and green tomes, but yeah. Now the blue tomes have a consistent pool option that is really, really good.
When was the last
And
time
Mirror
you
Strike
got
is
a
probably
permanent tome user?
Jesus. That's going to be going back a ways.
Ooh, permanent tome user.
Like perma
So
pool.
somebody who's not in the mythic, legendary pool or seasonal, so...
Double bow is the only ranged weapon that comes with close counter by default, albeit conditionally.
Yep. And by the way, let's not forget that is a conditional close counter with everything added on top of that. Still, it's a conditional close counter with slaying and all +5.
Wait, the condition is just be alone.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, that's not a big deal.
Yeah, so I'd say that we're definitely getting pretty insane with what constitutes a counter. Like, what allows you to counter.
Okay,
And
since I'm already there...
Pushing Fusion to the dust.
Since I'm already there, the last blue perm hero, tome hero, might have just been Brunya. At least for Grail units.
Grail units. Yeah.
Summoning pool was La Rochelle.
There are not a lot.
Oh God, really?
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
If you want weird stuff, I mean, sorry, for as far as 4-star goes, perm pool blue mage in general, I would have to double check.
Yeah, so it's between Brunya and La Rochelle. Like there are none.
No, not La Rochelle.
Wait, who?
Cliff. Yeah. Cliff was the most recent permanent one.
Oh, in general. La Rochelle's the most
in
recent
general.
Demote, but that's still pretty scary.
Yeah.
On the other hand, it is worth noting the last green tome Demote was Bowie. Just wanted to point that out.
Okay, great. Anyways,
Yeah.
let's start going up the heroes.
Painful.
Ilyana.
So what do you think so far?
Okay, for me, I was really happy with this banner. Outside the fact, I feel like they forgot about a bit of the lore. Like they picked a lot of heroes that hated Laguz. Somehow they're not effective against Beast. And by the way, I think throwing an effective against Beast is not a big deal. I'll be honest, I don't see a lot of Beast units anymore. Like no. In Ether Raids, I see them like frequently in like Tibarns and whatnot. But like the general selection of them, not really. Just mostly used defensively. And when it comes to hero views and whatnot, we don't even see them very often as well. So.
I'm just
saying.
I think would have been threatening would have been like the only one that probably could have had it was Jill, because I don't think a close counter weapon should also have if it gets pieces.
Yeah, it would have been too much, and Jill's weapon's also like really good.
Yeah,
but I felt like for lore reasons they could have just thrown it in. It would have really pushed it a bit overboard, but at the same time I don't really think it affects like competitive play too much.
I mean, the only problem with Beasts is the meta is very stuck in the fact that we can only get them through Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn.
Oh yeah, that's the funny thing. It's like, hey, do you guys remember all the other Beasts in all the other games? Nope. It's just
I mean,
poor
there
for us.
literally aren't any. It's just 2 in Sacred Stone. I mean, what? 2 in Awakening and 4 in Fates. That's it.
Wait, 2 in Awakening? I thought it was 4.
Yarn and
and Yarn.
Oh, okay.
They're
Right.
the only ones.
So,
and
yeah,
yeah.
there's 6 Beasts, not from Tellius.
So yeah, there aren't a lot of them. By the way, Tellius still has a lot of beasts to offer up.
Oh, there
like,
are a lot of Beasts. There's a lot of characters left in Tellius. I think it's the biggest cast in the entire Fire Emblem franchise.
right, like Kanigas's like little nephew and his
Skirmir
shadow.
and his shadow.
Yeah, like those two will be gods when they come to the game too.
Yeah, any more lions will be gods because they get distant counter.
That's still the craziest transformation effect. You think like impact for a Cav hero is already like incredible? Like no. DC.
Yeah, we know Kanagas for distant counter, but that's just his class effect.
Yep. All right, but to Ilyana, I'll just be honest. I feel like she's gonna be a great. I feel like this is really simple. High attack, high res, low speed, mediocre defense, and we already know low HP. And likely, what is it? 172, 167 or 172 BST?
166-ish.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's gonna be the same as Ewan, roughly. And for reference, we're looking at around. Huh? Yeah, Gifka. We're looking at like around. She does have a pretty okay attack stat. It's like around what's this now? 34 attack, roughly, with 40 res. So yeah, she might have. I think she's not gonna be that fast. I'm running the couch still, but yeah, she should be around year one's BST, around 166. I expect her to just not be fast at all.
Yeah.
Sword Cavaliers only have like 25 speed, so her doubling here is no big feat. But in order to keep her 4-star, she's probably gonna have like middling speed and then no defense. Compensate.
But yeah,
Still though,
I feel like she's gonna be good, and it's, to be honest, her archetype in terms of blue mages, we've basically been stuck with like Micaiah and Oliver. Jeez. Julia, like, yeah, legendary Julia. So very, very few choices there. So having a 4-star option that's not Oliver is nice.
Yeah, as far as Ilyana being added to the game as the Demote here, like if you spark for her, only do that if you are a huge fan of the character.
Yeah, don't spark.
Not spark for her otherwise.
Yeah, there are 2 really good heroes I would say are spark worthy. All right,
Yeah.
But just to clean this up, Blarfox, I think you would just keep it on her. Her build's probably gonna be really, really simple as well. You might. Here's the question: do you want to use her as a nuke? Because of Blarfox, you can, and she's likely. Oh wait, she literally just might be like Hubert, except with more res and less defense. She might have like 30 something speed actually. Like,
Keep her at 32. So if she has 34 attack and 40 res, she has like 53 BST to play with.
I see Ilyana
So if we did, like,
as a Bleo
32,
Katarina good at and rings with mid SPD, but as a 4-star
8,
focus,
11.
she's so good for
So that'd be
fighter.
about 21. So if she had 32 speed, she'd have around 21 defense, which is pretty reasonable, I think.
right. So actually, if she does reach around 32 speed, I think you have the opportunity to make her into, to even go plus speed on her. She'll get around 40 something speed. But if you run something like Swiftsparrow on her, yeah, she can reach mid 40s as well. I don't really think that's suggested, but you can run her offensively. Likewise, with like Mirror Stance or something, you can run her defensively as well. Barfox would be good there too. Wait, actually, no, it would not be good there. Sorry. You would have to switch your tome. If that's the
Yeah,
case.
you would have
For
to switch her
what?
tome. Floor Guide would be pretty good if she has... Like, let's put it this way. Either
Oh,
she's
for
going to be
speed.
relatively fast, and you could use her for more speed-based builds, or she's going to be relatively tanky in defense, and you're going to be able to use her as a next tank if you want to go that route. If she ends up being relatively fast, and you want to go enemy phase, then you just run Floor Guide. If she ends up relatively tanky, I'm not sure what the best tome is.
Actually, I'm not really sure you need for a guide. Just because it's like a 1 point difference in like, what is it, speed and
it's
res?
ultra phase.
Yeah, but it's both phases, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, with that said, like the rest of her kit is synergetic. She's likely to have high attack, high res, so Mirror Strike makes perfect sense. High res makes res play make perfect sense. So she's just going for the one-shot kills, which I think she has a good chance of if they're
those
red.
icebergs are gonna hurt like a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just expect her res to be insane, and then attack is gonna be all right. I don't know about the rest.
Yep.
Res ploy is on Forest right now, so chances are Mirror Strike is going to be your 4-star skill.
Okay.
Which that was 5-star, I believe, on Grail.
Yeah, a bunch of people mentioned that too.
Yeah, I think it was Oliver.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
Oliver.
Oliver was the last Mirror Strike fodder. So if Mirror Strike demotes, that's a really solid skill to put on a lot of units if you want to go.
Yeah, especially
base.
because it chains into mirror impact very easily.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I just remembered. No, she's joining the pool.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
She's just gonna be part of the pool. Lately, all these like Demote heroes have felt like they were from Special Heroes banner, so it didn't feel like they are actually joined the pool because no, they don't join the pool. But this hero's gonna join the pool, which means she's a legitimate like plus 10 option for people, especially fan. Which is why you should definitely not spark
She
her.
might have the BST.
Yeah.
If you accept 170 BST as your starting point for arena, you might be able to do it with Ilyana,
Right.
which is weird.
I also just think it's gonna be a
Yeah.
fun hero to play around with. So I definitely think a speedy Ilyana would even make sense if you're willing to go
even if
plus
she
10.
isn't that fast.
Right.
Like 28 speed, even you can make that work. That's still 32 base with Fox. So now she's got a very strong argument as a plus 10 option, but she's also going to be fantastic fodder for mirror impact pathing and any of your res offense means.
Yep, I agree.
Like personally, I was just building Lachesis and the new one, and I have no idea what to do with her A slot. This would be one I would suggest.
Okay, sorry, 1 second. Hey Nims, before I go, will you sing happy birthday to me? Millie, it's your birthday. Oh boy. Okay, well. Not really good at saying happy birthdays. I really just need a backdrop, like a German happy birthday song or something, but I'll just say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Melly.
Happy birthday, dear Melly.
Oh wait, it's not your actual birthday. It's in 10 minutes. You tricked me.
Happy birthday to you in 10 minutes.
Happy birthday to you in 10 minutes. All right.
Congratulations, you're older.
2. Not older yet. Time hasn't started until 10 minutes have passed.
Chat, you're so cute. I didn't even ask you to say happy birthday to her, but you guys know what to do. Thank you guys. All right. That said, Shinon, I've been waiting for him. He's like, yeah, he's a cool dude. He's the archetype of like quiet, gets the job done, efficient. Like, he's one of the more realistic kind of characters. If you were a mercenary, you would be like this.
Yeah. Just for reference, in Path of Radiance, Shinon was the second most voted least character not in Heroes yet, after Jill, of course, with 2,576 votes.
Yep. So I'm glad him and Jill made it in. Jeez.
And Jill has 6,999 votes.
Okay.
she actually was the 5th most wanted character not in Heroes.
I'm really glad for her. But Shinon as well. And for the people saying he was an asshole racist, let me just phrase it this way. This man has been through a lot. He's seen his friends die to Lagoos. I don't blame him. Honestly, don't blame anyone for being racist in the Tellius series, because...
Well, except for, like, the Senate.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay. Well... It gets really weird once the higher you go into the rankings, like Oliver, for example.
Well, yeah, if we want to get into Oliver. The whole slave trade and whatnot.
Very much a meme. Like the fact that Oliver just... Can you rejoin the other side, please?
Yeah. I do not want him. Alright, but I'm just saying, like, I think he's awesome. And, of course, in the game itself, he's awesome. This is now, what, our 4th Times Pulse unit?
Lysithea...
Base Lysithea, Lith, Sothis, and, yeah, Shinon.
Right.
So
yeah, the 4th one.
Times Pulse is a really good skill. It's really hard to get, and well, unless you want to kill Sothis, when she's not that easy to get. I should know that. Times Pulse, Times Pulse is just a great skill, especially like here, a special like Deadeye, which is the cross between Glimmer and Astra, but with an extra ability on it. So for those who forgot, Glimmer is 30%, Astra's 150%, Deadeye is 100%. So
it's dead in the middle.
Dead in the middle.
Yep.
Or, sorry,
I think this is going to be a 500 SP special.
Deadeye has no restriction imagined on effective weapons like Young Sita.
Mm-hmm.
I also think it's going to have restrictions to, at the very least, ranged units. If not,
I don't think it's going to have restrictions
maybe
at all.
daggers.
I don't think it's going to have them.
We'll see, because
there has not been an inheritance restriction on specials. Call outside of healers versus everything else.
Yeah.
So far, but in
it would make sense.
Sky again did not have an inheritance restriction, even though it shouldn't have been inheritable to begin with.
But I will say it would make sense if it's just archers only, because you can take from the name itself, Deadeye. It wouldn't not really make sense if like IQ's Deadeye or something, you know?
It would be really weird, but it would be the first instance of that, so I won't put it above them.
Yeah. Also, like Blue Flame, for example. Everyone using Blue Flame doesn't quite make sense.
Yeah, that one, I don't understand how that one... Why?
That one was really weird.
Which is why I'm not exactly against Deadeye just being everywhere. Which, though I also wouldn't be surprised if for some reason it got to be special. Which in case it would be a good...
Yeah. Oh god. EA just pointed out something that's gonna really suck.
What? Oh yeah, Legendary Chroms, yes!
With this special.
Yeah, if you can...
Chroms would love this.
Is if you're a heavy damaging nuke, assuming this is universally available, and even if it's just archers, Chroms a part of this, if you're a heavy damaging nuke that's slow, you're gonna love this skill, because close call, gone.
Yeah. You're just gonna wipe them out in one shot too.
You're also doing Glimmer 2.0, which if you're running a Slaying, Heavy Blade build or something, there are builds that waste Glimmer's charges, and this would compensate for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's one of the best specials we've gotten in a long time. I would actually put this over Ruptured Sky, just because... well, it's Dragons and Beasts, but just because at this point, I feel like we've been seeing, again, Close Call, Repel, Spurn, and now even, like, Dimitri joining that list of heroes with, like... Wait, this would also affect... wouldn't this also affect non-special skills like Ike?
Yeah, Brave Ike and Brave Edelgard would get bypassed by this as well.
Yeah, this excludes any... This doesn't include, like, Ice
Bludgeoning Quarren,
or
Fjorm.
Negating Breath. Negating Fang, rather.
What I'm saying is, like, this catches almost all the damage reduction, except for, like, 2 heroes in the game right now.
Yeah. It's Twin Blades, but likely inheritable.
Right.
And it's Astra 2.
Valentine Faye will love this with Bold Fighter and Slaying Bow.
If you have Bold Fighter with Deadeye, that would be ridiculous.
I mean, even if you ran Brave Bow with just one cooldown accelerate, with some cooldown acceleration, you'd be in terrifying shape.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is quite terrifying. Not the most terrifying skill, because of course you have to argue Ruptured Sky first off, less cooldown, and of course Ruptured Sky has better consistency because the meta tends to favor high attack units. And as all Glimmer skills, if you're not doing a lot of damage, then Deadeye isn't going to do much at all. Whereas if you ran Luna, which is 3 cooldown as well, you'd be able, like, if you're doing 0, do 40 damage. Whereas Deadeye,
I can see it now.
So
In
that
the
is
shadows, you see a small child slamming you with 2 powerful arrows as his special activates. With a devil smile, you hear him say 5 points.
What the heck?
Oh God, that actually is gonna be really strong though. Gordon with Time's Pulse, Deadeye, and Heavy Blade as his seal. Considering,
any
if
archer.
you give him low attack defense, that's a 7-point swing on attack.
Yeah, no, the archer nukes. Anything nuke that's slow is gonna appreciate the hell out of this.
Okay,
If
but
it's just to archers, it's gonna be Crom.
I just want verification when it comes out that this is inheritable, because I don't want to jump the gun here, but that does look inheritable to me.
Yeah, if it's not, it's a very mediocre, non-inheritable special. Still good because it gets rid of damage reduction, but not something I would have merited at like lock level.
But
Funny enough, it might let Shinon just kill Brave Ike in 1 round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna avoid the spurn. Okay. But with that said, Shinon's really built well. Like, this entire kit is so synergetic. Deadeye itself is getting accelerated by Double Bow and now Time's Pulse, so you hit him 1 time, he's hitting you with Deadeye, which is a super hard hit. And considering the fact that he has close counter so long as he's alone, and attack speed defense res +5 during combat, which is both phases, he's very, very dangerous. Like, this is just such an excellent hero.
I'm just
God,
surprised.
he's yet another unit. Yeah, he's yet another unit that would be able to use Speed Res Solo Seal really well.
Yep, except he's gonna
Well,
probably
to
have
be
bad
fair,
res, so
close
it's kind
call
of
light
compensatory.
skills will only be useless when his special is ready. If you use guard, then you're safe.
If he uses
Unless you
guard.
spiral. Unless it's a spiral build.
Right.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of things he can do to make this really, really hard to avoid.
Spiral spam builds are gonna make this pretty annoying, at the very least.
And I also want to just point out, this man's going to be a hardy. Attack, defense, solo, lull attack speed, and double bow effects.
Prediction of
ridiculous.
Deadeye
He's
is
gonna be
inheritable,
defense tank
colorless infantry bows only. Still certain it isn't though.
We'll see, Gamer Meverse. That's why I'm just waiting on it. If it is inheritable, this is going to be something else. If it isn't,
Not gonna be
I feel like it's
colorless.
fair.
It's gonna be all cards, but it's gonna be all archers at the very least.
Yeah.
We have very limited inheritance people.
Anyways, the entire point what I was trying to point out is he's gonna feel like attacking Bramimund, because attack, defense, solo, lull attack speed, and double bow is 15 extra defense. Even if he has mediocre defense, he's gonna be 172 BST, like very, very likely. But if he has like 30 defense, it just turns into 45.
I mean, it's gonna be more like Midori, because Midori has low res at the base, and it doesn't really get helped much outside of Spendthrift. Same here, only gets helped by low. So I expect he's gonna be very high defense, like 30-something defense, but like 20 res, 25 res at best.
I feel like that's fair, but at the same time, mages are gonna have trouble hitting him because that Deadeye is gonna kill them.
Oh yeah, the mages are gonna toast, because they don't have high defense on the average. Though if they can just kill him in 1 shot or double him through desperation, he's not gonna probably appreciate that.
Yeah, but that needs setup, so it's not easy. But that's my entire point. Shinon he's a top 3 archer in my books, like immediately, just because.
I mean,
He's going to be
Eleonora.
powerful, but yeah,
He's
we
competing
don't
with
know
Eleonora,
stats yet.
Alm, and Leaf.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's my point, because okay, Eleanor is really, really good. Variable fire sweep is amazing. Of course, Leaf, we don't even need to talk about them, why they're so good. But he's gonna have the highest BST. He's gonna have close counter. He's gonna perform. You know what this actually is to me now. This is like the level of insanity in year 1 when we had Takumi as the only archer of close counter. And remember like how crazy he was at the start of the game. This is like what happens if Takumi came back and was actually good. It'd be like this character, Shinon.
Yeah.
Also, funny enough, it took 3.5 years for it to happen, but this is the first weapon with close counter built into the base effect.
Yeah, where close counter is basically treated as another effect instead of just as the primary, which is kind of spooky.
Right.
Not gonna lie.
It's like
So
the
they're
only
doing
other
it like
weapons that have any function of close counter at all are Bowie's refined weapon and refined Naga.
Correct.
The tome, that is.
Inscribed Tome and Naga.
Yeah, this is a rare thing in the game right now, and Shinon just makes such great use of it.
Yeah, it just has so much on top of it.
Okay.
So, yeah, let that standard be set. This is where we are now with countering.
Right. So if I had to like give him like a comparison, he kind of feels like an archer version of Bramimon to me. Not quite. It's obviously that's not the same thing, but it's kind of the same idea of like he can go off by himself and just take a heavy amount of punishment, surprisingly, and like hold his own.
More so than Bramimon, the physical side, but the res side, Bramimon will crush.
Right.
That's the main thing, is that Bramimon has universal tanking because he has low defense but high res. Shinon's probably going to have high defense and low res, so they compensated. But if you ran attack res solo for some reason, you'd probably just be able to reverse the card and come back as Bramimon. So
Yeah, but I'm going to be interested in seeing him. Very, very good hero. Just surprised he's not effective against Beast. And if it comes to changing his kit, that's about the only thing I can say as well. Just a slot to attack res solo instead. But yeah, I think attack defense solo makes perfect sense. I think he doesn't need more speed. That's definitely sure.